Hey y'all, Sherry, Hecate's Needle, here in my craft room. I am here for day 10 of our Halloween Whodunnit. This was a mystery box from Forbidden Fiber Co. that I purchased specifically because my husband has been reading the box set of Sherlock Holmes novels. Is really enjoying it. This is a Sherlock Holmes themed box, and I wanted to stitch the project for him for Halloween. So I figured, why not just make it fun? And we could all go through the clues together, because this is a Halloween whodunit, which means we are solving a mystery. We are trying to determine what happened to Eleanor Cartwright. The who, what, when, where, how, all that good stuff. And each day, now this is a 13-day like advent box, each day is a new clue for us to put together and finally solve the mystery. And each day has been a new color for our project. Now the box included the whole kit to do the project. We got the fabric, each day has a different color floss so far. We've got the fabric, the floss, we got a needle minder, we got a project bag, and then we also got some other little treats like cookies and tea, and we got a magnifying glass with an LED light in it and some other little things. We also got our pattern, and they specifically did the pattern in black and white as part of the mystery. This is the pattern. It is, however, improbable. And we've been really enjoying it. Now, we have done 9 days thus far. So we've got 9 different colors, and this is where we're at. I will say, I love these colors. These colors are so beautiful. They really are. The color palette for this has, I love it. Let me see if I can fan them out. These are the colors. They're beautiful. I love them. So, here we are at day 10. We are joined by our valuable bloodhound, because what sleuth does not have a bloodhound? The lovely Artemis. And, as always, the jelly bean enjoying the sunbeams. He's just resting up to give us the full benefit of his brain power, right? So, onward we go. Now, the clues thus far, and of course we have our map of Victorian London, as always. I don't know if it's relevant, but I'm marking it anyway. I'm marking all of the locations, numbered, mentioned in the clues. So here we go. And this is where we put on our glasses. Number 1. Start where it ended, by the water, beneath Tower Bridge. She met me there, pretending it was an apology. She said she wanted to talk things through, but I already knew the truth. The sketches, the stolen motifs, the theater deal. Her smile didn't reach her eyes, and when I walked away, I knew I'd never be safe again. 2. There were 4 of us once, Clarissa, Harris, Penrose, and me. Watching the changing of the guard at the gates of Buckingham Palace, we laughed like nothing could touch us, but only I wasn't lying. 1 sold my work, 1 buried the report, 1 stood to profit from it all. I wonder which of them followed me home that night. 3. I reported the theft, formally, carefully, with names and proof. The file was opened and closed in the same week. Inspector Harris said it lacked merit, that personal disputes weren't police matters, but someone removed the sketches from my original report. I know because I kept copies, and now one of them is missing. 4. He told me once in the cloisters of Westminster Abbey that every designer has a Moriarty, a shadow behind the curtain. I thought he meant it metaphorically until my file at Scotland Yard disappeared. Inspector Harris called me emotional and said I was imagining things, but how did he know about the West End deal before everyone else? Clarissa hadn't gone public yet, so who told him? 5. If you're reading this, then someone finally asked the right questions. I left a message with the boy near Baker Street Station. Told him to wait until someone came asking for me, not about me. The truth doesn't sit in archives. It walks the streets and hides in plain sight. 6. I sat on a bench in Queen Mary's Gardens in Regent's Park, sketching the pond. It was peaceful until I noticed a man watching me from under the trees. I recognized him from Penrose's theater, one of his backstage assistants. He followed me when I left, but I never told anyone until now. 7. The carbuncle design was mine, midnight blue with silver beading. Clarissa wore it to the gala at the Royal Opera House. She said it was inspired by a dream. I have the sketch dated 3 years before she ever picked up a needle. 8. I visited the flat one last time before I disappeared. Watson offered tea and trust, but I saw the hesitation in his eyes. You should go to the press, he said, but didn't offer to come with me. I think he was scared of what would happen if he believed me. 9. I was never careless with my tea. That afternoon in Covent Garden, Clarissa insisted I try hers, said it was calming. I pretended to sip. Hours later, I couldn't feel my fingertips. I never told anyone. Who would believe me over her now? So those are the clues we've gotten thus far. And now that brings us to today, which is number 10. That one was actually easier to open. Oh, look at this color. Today's color is Victorian London, and it is a beautiful pale blue. It's a pretty, pretty light blue. Okay. And I have a feeling, if I had to guess, that we are probably going to be filling in these pots, the little stripes on the pots. If I had to guess, that's what I would guess. So, let's see what our clue says. I walked the perimeter of the Tower of London trying to decide what to do. Clarissa had just signed a licensing deal for the Victorian collection, my designs. She said she found inspiration in an old friend. I still had the originals, but she had the spotlight, and soon the lawyers. All right, so now there are only 3 clues left. We've already figured out Clarissa be thieving, all right? She's stealing designs. So now we got to figure out what happened to Eleanor. So I'm going to go stitch me some Victorian London and write all of our information down, and I will be back. Okay, I am back. For day 10, we got this beautiful blue, and I have finished stitching it. And it was just filling it. Sorry about my nails, because of course as soon as I paint my nails I go outside and dig in the dirt. But okay. But I had just filled in this lighter blue color on the pots on either side of the door. and that's all that was required. So thus far, this is where we're at. We're doing good, and I love it. I love the colors. I love it. So that's where we are with our Halloween Whodunnit. I have entered all of our information into our notebook, put a little sticker on the map, and we're ready to go for day 11. So I'll see you later.